So you probably clicked on this video because you want to know how to date a model. Models are so glamorous, sexy, and definitely make a statement. In this video, I'm going to cover 5 major tips in order to get your dream model girlfriend. If you're new to my channel, I will introduce myself. I'm Alice Takeover. Yeah, Takeover isn't actually my last name, but it's just for fun. I'm a traveling freelance model that's been in the industry for over a decade. And since I've been in the industry for so long, I know many models and what all of the models are talking about when they talk about guys that they want to date. So I figured I would share a little bit of that information with you today, more or less to make it easier on my model friends to find guys that are of good quality. I'm about to give you the insider scoop on how any nice guy can land a hot date with any model. Step number 1, understand what a model is. You want to date a model, but in doing so, do you actually know what you're about to get into? Models, of course, are admired by many and have their photo taken regularly. You're gonna have to ask yourself if you're gonna be okay with having that much attention on your girlfriend. I know that it can be very unnerving to have so many guys have admiring eyes on your girl, but coming from my perspective as a model, I want my lover to be confident enough with himself to know that no matter what other guys say to me in order to try to get with me, my romantic attention will always be from my boyfriend. You also have to be okay with the workload that models have. Agency-signed models work whenever their agency has an assignment for them, and freelance models will plan tours frequently. With a high-intensity workload, your model girlfriend will inevitably travel often from one city to the next, or even around the world if she's on the higher scale of things in the industry. And you may not always or ever be invited to travel with her. Of course, as any healthy relationship should be, she has to make time to talk with you and to hang out, just like you have to make time for her around your career. It's very important to have healthy communication with your partner about your needs, and if you can't handle how much she travels for work, it could be a detriment to the relationship after a while. Models are fairly healthy-minded people, but can have a lot of stress on their shoulders from a high workload that's physically intense and socially straining, as well as any personal baggage that they may be working on just like anybody else. You have to understand that models are not mannequins. They are people too, who have intense responsibility on their shoulders to stay on their A game every single time that they go to work. At least every time I went to my 9-to-5 job back when I had one, I didn't have to look my best. Being a model is a lifestyle, staying on top of healthy habits like eating healthy and exercising regularly, and you bet that she's gonna expect you to hold a healthy lifestyle as well. So now we're on to step number 2. You have to ask yourself seriously, why do you want to date a model? Is it so that you can show off to your buddies that you're dating a hot item? Is it because you want more recognition from friends, family, and peers? Is it because it would make your ego skyrocket? Again, models are not mannequins. It might be cool to date a model for a few months, but once you start to see her get comfortable and do normal human things that people do in front of each other when they're in relationships, you may start to wonder if you actually like this person. Models don't always look like 10 out of 10s. They like to let their gut hang out, not wear any makeup, dress comfy at the end of a long day, and not sugarcoat conversations at home. This doesn't go for every model, but more than likely you're gonna see her take on one, some, or all of these traits once she starts to get comfortable with dating you. It doesn't mean that she's being lazy or slacking in the relationship. It just simply means that she's confident enough to let her true self shine around you without having to put on the fabricated model look. If you don't think that you can handle seeing a model being anything different than what persona she puts on for everybody else, why date her then? By only wanting to see her at her very best all the time, what kind of supporting partner would you be? People, models included, should feel that they can be human enough to let their guard down once they build a trusting and loving relationship with their partner. I'm not saying that she should be letting herself go. I'm just saying it's normal to relax around someone that you love and not have to be so uptight and poised like they have to be at photo shoots and shows. So on to step number 3. What qualities do models seek in a man? The short answer to this question is that no matter who the model is, they're seeking a partner who is true to themselves and not in the model photography industry just to try to get with models. We look for men who are driven on their own to excel in their careers because we need people in our lives to feed our energy to grow in our own careers as well. If you're in the industry just to pick up models, you're not bringing anything of substance to the table. And models have an intuition to know when a man chose to do this instead of following his passions and being involved in our industry to make a positive impact for everyone around them and for the industry as a whole. We need men who are confident with what they bring to the table and that don't ask us to conform to their lifestyle, especially those men who ask models to quit modeling for any reason. Don't think that you're going to start dating a model and expect her to quit modeling because you're too insecure with her being recognized and adored for her beauty. A supporting, nurturing, and loving partner for a model is someone who helps them grow in their career and who certainly won't hold them back from doing what they love most. Step number 4. How to meet a model. You might be wondering how to even meet models in the first place. It seems like models are so exclusive and that they're not someone that you can actually bump into in real life. The truth is, models do crave real love too, and they do want to bump into quality men. As much as there is this feminist movement of female empowerment going on right now, where women have band together to state that they don't need men to survive, I do have some thoughts on this. Is this true? Totally. But do women want men? Absolutely. Women do crave to be in relationships with real quality men, which they don't come across very often. Real, genuine quality men are very hard to come by, and women of high quality don't want to waste their time with men who can't handle their successes, both on an emotional level and on a career building level. Models don't use online dating because they're usually labeled as catfishes right off the bat. There was only one time that I joined Tinder and right away everybody was like, "Oh, you're fake." And I was like, okay, whatever then, and I just got off the app. There's also a high majority of low quality men on dating apps, so models steer clear of those as well. In order to meet models in real time, you're going to have to put yourself out there. You can start by relocating to a city that hosts major modeling opportunities, such as New York, Los Angeles, or Miami. In the United States, these cities are hubs for models, and it's not uncommon at all to meet models in public areas within these cities. If moving for you isn't an option, or you want to increase your chances further after you move, you have to put yourself in a position where models may notice you. Many models are consumed in their careers, so if you help benefit their career in some way, truly, then you have a higher chance at landing a model as your date. And I'm not talking about offering illegitimate services that might seem like an easy ticket to success, such as online help services. I get about 100 requests a day from guys offering services to me in my Instagram inbox. They think just because they have a verified account, lots of followers, lots of comments and likes on their posts, etc., that this will get my attention. Here's some advice. Don't be that guy. Make the effort to learn a true and valuable skill, and it will simultaneously level up your life 100-fold, not only with picking up dates, but also with your personal fulfillment as a man. And now on to step number 5, how to tell a model that you like her. When a guy says he seriously likes me, the first thing that pops into my mind is the question, does he? Or does he like me for just what he sees? If he really thinks he knows me, he probably doesn't. And I wonder if he knows how intense my emotions can get. I wonder if he's going to be the type that sticks by my side and wants to grow together as a team, or if he's going to be another one that leaves at the first sign of anything not being perfect about my character. I think some people date just because they're bored or something. But when I date, I'm serious about who I choose to see. Time, to me, is an investment. As a model, I don't have a lot of time on my hands, so if I'm choosing to spend my time going on a date with you, I really think you might be worth the investment. I'm saying that one-sidedly because that's my perspective, but I do expect the same perspective from the guy who I'm going on a date with. I have to gauge if my partner is willing to put the same amount of effort into building a relationship as I am, and if they have similar and corresponding goals in mind for the future. Working in the field of model photography is not enough. It's just one of those steps. Once you start to meet models, you're going to want to still continue to be your genuine self. Put true effort into your work, and the models will take notice of how passionate you are about your career. We're very passionate about our careers as well, so we can definitely admire that in a man. We can smell from miles away if a guy is only in the model photography business to try and hook up or get dates from models, and we avoid those guys like the plague. If you genuinely enjoy working in the model photography industry, the rest will follow. Now, if someone wants to hook up, that's a whole different video topic. Do keep in mind that this is a very different advice structure than what I'm suggesting in this video about dating models in the long term. So there's a couple tips that I have to offer on how to land a date with a model. If you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and also feel free to leave me a comment so I know what I did well with the video and what you would like to see next. Thanks for tuning into today's video, and I'll see you on the next one.